Hi everyone, this is video 2. In this video I'm gonna install Microsoft Exchange 2013 on Windows 2012. This process needs some prerequisites. So I have this Microsoft document. Basically it tells us how to install Exchange 2013. Basically, you need to install .NET Framework 4.7.2 and Windows Management Framework and run some commands. So basically, we'll follow this and see that everything will be successful. Before that, I'm gonna quickly show my domain controller. This is called DC2. Here I have created a user account. So basically the user is to be a member of the domain admins, the enterprise admins, and the schema admins, because we need to do some schema changes before we install Exchange on AD. And this is my domain. And then this is the mail server. It's just a member server. This is basically is joined to the domain. This has two network connections, one for internal and the other one is for the external. External, I have created a map drive to all the resources that we need to run. Also, I have created another drive, the same drive, I map as letter F using netuse command, because sometimes you can't run exes within a administrative portal. Anyway, so let's start. So first of all, we need to do the schema changes in a domain. So the easiest way to do is go to this location. So you can see it's drive F, and the installation is on the ISO. So dir, so there's a lot of files there. So I have kind of a cheat sheet here. So this is the first thing that we need to do. We need to prepare the schema. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna run this. So basically it's gonna do the schema changes to the domain. And make sure you have to include this I accept Exchange server license terms. Okay, let's see what happens. Now it will do the process. It's gonna connect to the domain and do the necessary schema changes. It will take some time. I will pause the video and I'll come back when this is done. So you can see it's doing all the steps. Setup will now collect additional information and so on. So yeah, give it some time and it will complete, and then I'll come back. Okay, so while this is going on, I'll again explain the requirements. So basically, you need .NET Framework 4.7.2, and this is the cumulative update 23 for Exchange 2013. Okay, so this is the latest one, and you just download the exe from this link, and then you can follow these instructions. So I have downloaded .NET 4.7.2. I'll show you the files here. So these are the files. So this is the application for .NET. And this is the Windows Management Framework download. And then there are some prerequisites as well. So you need Microsoft Unified Communication Manager. So this is that download. You can just click these links and get these downloads. Then you need to, so this one Visual C++ 2012 and 2013. These are the two exes. So then we can run this, and then hopefully Exchange will be installed without any errors. So let's see what's going on. All right. Instance set operation didn't complete. More details can be found. Failed directory scheme set update. Okay. All right. So basically, we need to run this first. All right. So let's do that. So I have. So basically, okay, this needs to run first. So I'm going to copy this, the RSAT tools. I'm going to open a PowerShell command as administrator. Okay. Now let's edit. All right. Now let's see whether we can do the schema update here. Okay, I'm going to pause the video again. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now I got this. It's saying, the .NET framework is not installed, so that's expected. So basically, but it has done the schema change. So let's install the .NET framework as well. So, all right. So this is the .NET framework over here. So I'm gonna go back. Framework is so I'm gonna run this. We'll install the .NET framework and then again run the schema change command. Remember, we need to run 3 commands. Basically, set up exe prepare schema, and then the prepare AD, the prepare all domains commands with the switch I accept exchange server license terms. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna pause the video again, so this will take some time, and if there's anything interesting, I will show you. Okay, so I got this screen. So Microsoft Software supplemental license terms. So it says .NET Framework 4.7.2 setup. So I'm going to click I have read and accept the license. So let it run. Okay, I'll pause the video again. I don't want you just staring at the screen. Okay, let it continue. Okay, the installation is complete. So I'm going to finish this. Now, just upon checking, it says, install Windows Management Framework 4.0 as well. So I'm going to do that as well. So this one is Windows 8. So that's the Windows Management Framework, which I have downloaded. So I'm going to run that as well. Windows RT. Yeah, that's about it. Miss you. Let's see. Okay, open. Do you want to install the following Windows software? Yes. I accept. Okay, I'll pause the video again. I think it might take some time, so I'll come back once it's completed. Okay, this process is also done. It says to restart, and also just to to make a note, I have logged in as the niche user to this computer, to the mailbox one. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So I logged in as username niche. So this user is a member of all these groups: domain user, enterprise admin, and schema admin. If the user is not, then you won't be able to do all the schema changes. So let's restart the machine, and then so I'm gonna restart quickly. All right. Yeah, restart anyway. I'll come back once the machine is restarted. Okay, so machine has restarted. Gonna log in again, the same user. Okay. Okay. I'll show you how the IP is set up as well. It's just simple. It's the same internal network. So the IP is 50 and the domain is 20. Okay. So let's try to run that command again. I'm gonna run command as the administrator. So let's connect to as well. Okay, so it's not there. So let's use. Let's change. Okay, let's go back to F drive. Okay, so these are the files. Now let's try to run the schema change setup as well. Gonna copy this. Oh, okay. I need to go to the ISO folder. Okay, now let's try that. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video again. If I get an error, I'll again come back and show you. Okay, looks like it's running. So it's extending the schema. So I'll again come back once it's completed. Okay, looks like it completed successfully. And also just going through the documentation, I think I missed this step, installing Windows feature. So this is a long command. So I basically copied it to my text editor. So I can run that as well. So meantime, let's run the other two commands to do the domain prep here, and then after we'll run the Windows feature. So the second one is setup prepare organization name. So here I'm going to replace this my organization name as HR, and copy this, paste. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video again, and if there are any installation issues, I will again show you. Okay, again, just to explain while this is running, you can see because now this ISO is just the exe file that I downloaded. So this has the setup and all the necessary files. So this is the one that I have mapped here, and through this ISO I'm running these commands just to make things clear. So again, it's still running, so I'll come back once this is completed. Okay, looks like that also completed successfully. There's a message here about Exchange 2007 and 2010, so that's irrelevant for us. So let's run the final command. Paste, enter. Okay. While that's running, I'll show you my setup. It's basically all these machines are running on Hyper-V. So this is Mail 2 and DC2. So it's just an internal network. Okay, so I'll come back once this is completed. Okay, so that also was successful. So you can see it says completed. So it's basically, just ran through, and this is what you can see. Everything's completed. So that's good. Now I'm going to run the final command. This is on a PowerShell window I have with the administrator. So this is the PowerShell command that we need to run. It's also on this document here. user 1. So we have completed all of this. We have installed the .NET Framework, Windows Management Framework. I ran these two commands earlier on the PowerShell window, and this is the final command. I copy this here, and let's see what happens. It's going to install all the prerequisites necessary for Exchange. And once this is completed, we can continue with the installation. So the next will be installing Microsoft Unified Communication Manager and Visual C++ for 2012 and 2013. I'm gonna install both the mailbox and the client access server role on this on the same machine. This is just as a demo. So obviously in production you need to install it on separate machines, and you will have several mail and client access server roles running. So let's see. I'll come back when this is completed. Okay, so this was successful. So it says, restart, yes, warning, you must restart this server to finish installation process. So, okay, we will restart. Restart the server. I'll come back when it's restarted. So here you can see it's configuring Windows. It's 30% left, so I'll come back when it's 100%. Okay, so let's log in to the machine. So I'm logging as Nish. Okay, so the next step is installing Microsoft Unified Communication and Visual C++. So for that, again, let me create a map drive, and then we can complete the process. So I'm gonna put my computer path, Exchange. Okay. All right. So what's the next step? Install Windows Microsoft Unified Communication. So this is the installation. So it's UCM. All right, so let's start that. Yeah, Exchange installation is very time consuming, so hopefully this will complete soon. I will pause the video again and come back. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna press next, Microsoft Communication 4.0. Next. I have read sort of, no, I don't wanna be part of that. And we'll let setup complete. Okay, installation is complete. Press finish. Okay, now let's install Exchange, not Exchange, Visual C++ for 2012 and then 2013. So I'll do the first one, VCR, CR. So it's C. All right. So this is 2012. I agree. Install. Done. Second one, CR, XC. I agree. Install. Close. Excellent. So we have successfully installed all the prerequisites that Microsoft has mentioned. Now let's begin the installation process. So here I'm going back to the ISO, and then I'm going to run setup exe. Let's see whether setup will complete, and if there are any errors in between, I will show you and we'll try to troubleshoot the installation. Okay, so looks like the setup is starting. I'm not gonna check for updates here. Obviously, it's recommended that you go and check for any new updates. And remember, I'm still using the niche user to install Exchange with all the permissions enabled with the group memberships. I will include a link to this document as well. Under the video. Okay, I'll pause the video here because this is a long time consuming process. if there are any interesting issues, I will continue to record it. See you soon. Okay, so let's start the process. So I'm gonna click next. Welcome to Microsoft Exchange 2013. Okay. Accept. Use recommended settings. So I'm gonna install the both mailbox role and the client access role. Next. Yeah, it's going. I'm gonna select the default location. Disable malware scanning. No, obviously you have to keep it on. And then let's start the process. So it will check the readiness check, and again it's a long time consuming process. I'll pause the video here again, and if there's anything interesting, I will show you. Okay, I got this error. It says a reboot from the previous iteration is pending. Please restart the system and run setup. Okay, so I'm gonna restart the machine and readiness check. Gonna try install again. Let's see what happens. So basically I had to restart the machine and I'm running setup again. And let's see whether this time it continues. Pause the video again and let it run the setup process. Okay, let's start the process again. So let's continue. I accept. Use recommended settings, mailbox and the client role. Default location. No. Okay, let it continue. As I said, if there's an issue, I'll come back. Okay, so this time it says readiness check, it needs an update, but this is this is not required at the moment. This is regarding, if you have a REFS file system. So yeah, I'm going to press install and this should continue. Okay, so there are 14 steps. So we'll let this installation complete. If there are any issues again, I will come back. I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, so it's now at step 3. Hopefully it will continue, and I'll come back when the installation is complete. The installation is still going on. It's on step 7, so it's it's a very long process. I'll come back once it's completed. Okay, after some time, the installation completed. So I'm gonna press finish, and it looks like everything is okay. So now I'm gonna open Internet Explorer. And let's see whether we can open the Exchange ECP. That's the Exchange Control platform. So it's HTTPS then the server, which is mail 2, and then ECP. Let's see. Meantime, let's see. Okay, we can see the exchange management, the exchange toolbox. Okay, let's run that as well. So this is the shell that we need to use. So most of Exchange 2013 is managed through the command prompt, and if the ECP comes up, then I can show you. I'm gonna turn off Internet Explorer security. Please bear with me, the machine is really slow, so I'll quickly pause the video and I'll come back when this loads. Okay, this time I turned off IE enhanced security configuration, and then I enter. So this is the OW, this is the user, and then I'm gonna go to ECP. Yeah, gonna enter the username, the password for the user account. It's the same username password I used to log into the machine. Okay, I'm gonna try to log in again. So note I included the domain and the username. and IE enhanced security configuration is off. Okay, now I'm gonna select time zone. This is East time US Canada. Save. And now this should log into the ECP. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it logged in. The machine is extremely slow because it needs about 8 gig at least to run Exchange. My setup is quite small, so anyway, so you can see the mailbox. This is the same username password I logged in, and you can, this is the new Exchange Admin Center. So you can do the normal configuration, and this is just a demo, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope to create more videos like this. Thank you.